Hi, I'm Melissa and I'm the current head girl at Merchant Taylors Girls' School. Welcome to our virtual tour. Come on in. So I've been at Merchants for 10 years now, and clearly I've never moved away, so there must be something about it that I've loved. I've made such amazing friends here, and the teachers are also amazing. Everyone's so supportive about everything. I feel like it's a really happy school. I'm studying physics, chemistry and maths, really also very science-based. There's different things that you do outside of the classroom that really make your time here enjoyable. I think that's really, really important in a school, that you enjoy it. My whole time here I've really enjoyed the sport. So I got the chance a few years ago to go to Australia and Singapore on a sports tour, which was an incredible experience. So there's so much extracurricular stuff to do here. I've been involved in CCF, which is the Combined Cadet Force, and I'm in the Army section. Something so different from school. Not many people get the opportunity to do, but it's been so good. I've really, really enjoyed it. I've also had the opportunity to go to NASA in Texas on a physics trip where we planned a mission to Mars. Really, really enjoyed it. It was so good. Merchants sets you up so well academically, and you're getting the best teaching and the best support. Merchants inspired me just to want to have knowledge and just learn. Subject teachers are amazing and they're always there for you, they'll support you. But also, they're not just teachers. The pastoral care, there's so many teachers that are there for you outside of the classroom, and they'll check up on you. If there's ever been an issue, they're there for you. They'll actively make sure that you're okay. It's not an issue who you talk to, there's so many people. But I think our school's really good at encouraging girls to take a less obvious route, and I'll probably go into something more science related. It's such a lovely place to come to school. You've got to spend so much time here as well. It's 5 hours, 7 days a week. It's a big chunk of your time, and it's such a lovely environment. There's so much open spaces, and there's a good mix between obviously the library, which is an old building and a historic building, where you really get a sense of pride for being part of a school that's been going on for that long. And there's also the newer buildings that keep everything up to date and really good facilities that are helping your education. I think that Merchant Taylors Girls' School is such an amazing school, obviously for various reasons, but I think the main thing that stands out to me is the environment here and the people. Everyone's just so amazing, so kind and so welcoming. It's such a lovely place to spend your time.
Hello, my name is Claire Tear and I'm the headmistress of Merchant Taylors Girls' School. We have a long history of excellence in girls' education. Everyone is celebrated for their own uniqueness, and we really want to encourage them to find their voice, to find what they want to do in their own right. The strength of the school is that we are warm and supportive. Looking around you, you can see the rich heritage of the school buildings, from the 1620 library that we have to the modern facilities. We celebrate welcoming girls from all kinds of backgrounds and from diverse communities. We have girls coming as far as Parbold, from Formby, from the centre of Liverpool and from Warrington. When every girl joins us, we embrace them to become a member of the wider Merchant Taylors Girls family. Pastoral care that helps to underpin their learning and their progress is central to ensuring that every girl develops holistically, both in terms of their academic progress and in terms of their growth and development. We have a strong co-curricular programme which focuses not only on the provision of extracurricular clubs but also developing the interests and the curiosity of the girls. We do things such as CCF. We have the biggest contingent of girls in the Northwest region, and they also go on to take on some of the high-profile leadership positions within the CCF and have gone on to win some prestigious national awards. We also have an extensive sports programme and music provision, which ensures that not only do we put on and showcase the girls' talents within the girls' school, but we also do that jointly with the boys' school as well. The sixth form girls are pivotal to the provision that we have in place within the school, whether that's by helping staff to help develop the curriculum or the provision in place, to be inspirational role models to the younger students. Our dedicated staff work really closely with the girls in the sixth form. They are really proud of what the girls go on to achieve and carry on continuing to liaise with them beyond the school gate. The key to every girl's success is to be aspirational for them, but also to encourage them to be aspirational for themselves. This ensures that they can go on to achieve really good academic results, which are the underpinning of the success of the school, but also can go on to take up places at Oxbridge and other Russell Group universities. It is really important to us to ensure it's not just about achieving really strong academic results, which we continue to do year on year, but it's about developing the whole child. As a school, we're academically led, but equally we're committed to the well-being of every child that comes through our door. We strongly believe in the power of an all-girls education as the underpinning to make girls successful in their own right. The Merchant Taylors thread is something which every single girl, when they join in Year 7, joins onto, and it's those lifelong connections which help support the wider community beyond the school gate. For further information on joining us, please contact our friendly admissions team who will guide you through the process and enable you to start your journey with us.
Hi, I'm Ruby and I'm in Year 7 at Merchant Taylors Girls' School. At the start I was really nervous to come in, everyone knew each other but me. It felt really comforting with all the staff there and making new friends. This year's been really good.
Hi, I'm Lily. I'm in Year 7. When I first joined, I didn't know any of the teachers here. I knew Miss Moore and Miss Barker and Miss Keane because of Stanfield, but I didn't know any of the other teachers and they've just been really, really supportive.
The teachers in our school gave us time to settle in and familiarise ourselves with the school throughout the first term. I really like PE. I got the PE scholarship in Year 7. Because I do quite a lot of stuff outside of school, I know quite a few people, but also in Year 7 we do a lot of things like mixing with the other forms in form time, so it is really easy to make friends.
I like the amount of opportunities we have with trips, so there's a lot of sports teams at the school and they do a lot of big trips. I love the drama department, that's probably my favourite bit about the school.
We've got a play every year. This year it was Hairspray. I'm really looking forward to taking part in the plays next year. I've enjoyed doing French and classics. We are doing Mandarin in Year 7 so far, and the teacher's been really supportive and helping us because it's such of a hard language. The teachers are really supportive. They will never fail to help you. If you're ever stuck or just need someone to talk to, they're always there.
We've got quite a lot of sports, and if you're like a sporty person, there's a lot of teams for that, and if you're more of an academic person, there's chess club, and then there's also an anime club, which is really good. So the clubs and the extra curriculum is really, really good.
There are lots of clinics at lunch times and after school to help you.
Food here is really good because they cater for people with different allergies. One of my friends, she's gluten-free and they always have separate desserts and separate meals for her. They let us make our own smoothies and stuff and everyone got to try them and that was really great. A roast dinner on Wednesdays and we might have like a Taco Tuesday sometimes and we always have a Fishy Friday and the desserts are really nice.
I think you should come to Merchants because there's everything for everyone.
Don't worry, everything's going to be okay. Everyone is so nice and supportive and they're just there to help you.
Hello, I'm Mrs Miller and I'm Director of Studies here at Merchant Taylors School for Girls. So my role entails looking at the curriculum as a whole and making sure it's suitable for all pupils, options for GCSE and A-level and writing the school timetable for every academic year. And our main focus is developing a lifelong love of learning for all the girls in the school. Incorporated in the timetable for all years will be enrichment, critical thinking, and not just focusing on academic excellence, but developing intellectual curiosity who leaves school with all the skills necessary to face the challenges that they may come across in life. At GCSE, we expect the girls to take 9 GCSEs and we do focus on quality rather than quantity, and the rest of their academic week is the enrichment activities I talked about earlier. The girls have opportunities to make informed choices on their subjects by way of talks through staff, careers talks as to what subjects they may need for their future career, and also open evenings, which allows them to make a good choice. At A-level, the girls will do 3 A-levels and a few will take 4. The academic curriculum is supplemented with an EPQ and other activities such as community service and a regular games lesson each week. Overall, here at Merchants Girls, we offer an interesting, diverse curriculum with subjects such as Latin, philosophy, classical civilization, psychology, which set us aside perhaps from other schools. And that, along with the other activities, Duke of Edinburgh's award, lots of school trips at home and abroad. So our students leave the school as confident young ladies who are well equipped to face any challenges in life.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Moore and I'm head of Lower School. When the girls come to us in Year 7, aside from their form tutors as being their immediate daily support, they also have support from a lot of other members of staff. And also we have our learning support with Mrs. Howard. We have an enrichment fair within the first few weeks of the girls coming to school. And we hope very much that after just a few weeks of uncertainty, they'll feel very settled and happy with us. In April, you'll receive a letter from me as head of school, and that will be inviting you to come and join us at either a meeting at school or it'll be a Teams meeting. And once that has taken place, we would then have an overall meeting where you can meet everybody in the year group and all of the parents and have a chat with us at school, with Mrs. Teo and myself and other staff. And at the end of that period of initial induction, we move on to then the overall induction that happens in September. And that's a pre-planned programme which will give you the opportunity to get to know each other really quickly at the start of the school year. The girls that have come to us in the past, aside from that first contact with the school on the parent and pupil meeting, will also have an induction programme in September where they come in before the rest of the school and they get used to the school environment without the big hustle and bustle of all the rest of the girls being in. And this year particularly I wanted to not just speak to the parents but also speak to the children, and I think in those Teams meetings you can get a much more personal touch and a one-to-one chat with them, and sometimes girls will give you information and questions that are bothering them much more easily in a one-to-one conversation. So I think moving forward that's something that we would look to do and invite to come and have a chat with me on a live Teams meeting. Girls wanting to talk about issues and problems they have but they don't want to talk to a member of staff, there are other students that are set out for them to have access to as well. The sixth form have a listening service. So I think our girls feel straight away that there's lots of people that they can talk to about any problems or concerns they have. I think that's important that the girls feel that they're entering almost like a bubble and a cushioning of an environment for them where they are looked after. And one of the things that makes the children feel the most comfortable is seeing the girls that are currently at the school and talking about what makes the school fun to be at. When your daughter comes and joins us at Merchant Taylors Girls' School, she is entering a family environment. There is a nurturing, supportive environment for her. We very quickly want her to feel settled and to feel happy. We offer such an extensive extracurricular programme for the girls to take part in activities at lunchtime and after school where they can make new friends really quickly.
My name is Joanne Main. I am the head of sixth form at Merchant Taylors Girls' School. We've currently got just under 50 in the lower six and just under 70 in the upper six. The sixth form at Merchant Taylors Girls' School is quite an intimate sixth form.
The best thing about it here is the intimacy between your friend group, the teachers, how supportive they are able to be because of such small class sizes. It's just so supportive and so tight-knit, and it's just lovely to be in school. I look forward to coming every day.
We offer all the traditional academic subjects from chemistry, biology, English, history, which is my subject, all the way through to subjects that aren't always offered at other state schools, such as Latin, classics, philosophy.
Classics isn't in a lot of other schools. I absolutely love it. I love learning about all the gods and I love studying the artwork. It's kind of like history, but it's even more interesting because I get to study like the bits of history that nobody else gets to, and I really enjoy it.
The girls at Merchant Taylors get a really wide range of opportunities, especially in terms of enrichment and in leadership.
Having that leadership role and even the process of applying for the leadership role, going through the interview stages and stuff like that, and you're writing your application, it's just such a good experience for the future.
I've never really been able to be a leader, and they gave me that opportunity. I've also been given the opportunity of being house captain, and that means we get to do charity competitions, drama competitions. Being involved in different things has helped me with my confidence a lot.
At Merchant Taylors there's loads of stuff you can do outside of sixth form. I've been involved in chess, hockey, Chinese, which I still do, and the dance club as well.
I've been involved in Duke of Edinburgh since year 9, so I've done my bronze and I've just finished my silver. Currently doing my gold, which will be really good for things like personal statements.
Study spaces are really important during A-level time as well. The dedicated library space that the sixth form have access to is really well used. They also have private study rooms in the sixth form area, and they're able to use a number of facilities around school to enable them to do that through the course of the day. They have opportunity in normal times to go to lots of different parts of the world in lots of different courses.
We got to go to Australia and Singapore, which was one of the best moments of my life. I got to go with all my friends and play sport, and I got to go to Sydney Harbour.
In year 10, the geography department took us on a trip to Iceland. The best holiday I've ever been on, ever. It was so good. Such a good memory-making experience.
At Merchant Taylors, it's not just about the academic, it's about the holistic approach we have to each individual girl. Whatever their skill is, whatever is their thing, we can offer it here and hopefully bring that out in them to develop somebody who is confident and capable in all areas of life.
The teachers are really, really supportive. I can speak to them about absolutely anything, whether that's to do with my subject or to do with pastoral care.
The support is really good, and I think mental well-being is at the forefront.
We want to make sure that their time at Merchant Taylors is fun, that they've enjoyed it, not just for what they get out of it at the end in terms of an academic qualification, but in the experiences they've had, in the people that they've met, in developing that self-reflection to know who they are.
I think that you should come to Merchants. Not only is it such a welcoming community, I feel like I've been welcomed into a family. It's just such a loving place and you feel so secure.
I feel proud to come here as well, and I know I will, like, in the future, feel proud to say that I came to Merchants.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Mee. I work across both the boys and the girls' school, delivering UCAS and careers support. So we work with students from years 7 all the way through to 13. So that might be with careers talks during PSHE, researching careers, work experience, mentoring with alumni. We run an annual networking breakfast for our current upper 6 to help them with their next steps. We do mock interviews with all current lower 6, and that's to support with university, but also looking at careers and transition there. Every year we run a joint school annual careers fair. That tends to be in October, and that's for students through years 9 to upper 6. We normally have around 100 exhibitors, and we also have opt-in sessions which cover popular career choices for our students. We tend to cover a range of careers at that event, from the creative industries through media all the way to sort of medicine, veterinary science, law. In sixth form we offer lots of support for students because we're aware not all students will want to access university. So we deliver sessions on apprenticeships and other next steps advice. We do have a large number of students that do still want to go to university, so we have a UCAS programme in place to support them with their destinations. We have really good relationships with most of the Russell Group. Our students tend to access a real wide variety of courses and universities. We have a lot of students that want to access competitive courses, and we'll support them with their applications, so whether that's preparing them for interview, MMI interviews for our medics, and they will access those competitive courses across a range of universities in the UK, including ones such as Imperial, Oxford and Cambridge, and also Liverpool University, our local Russell Group university. We're incredibly lucky that we've got a really close relationship with our alumni, and they come back in and deliver sessions to students about their careers and the options that they took, and also the pathways that they access to allow them to get to where they are now. Our alumni are also very, very keen to mentor our current students, to support them on a one-to-one. We also have professionals coming in, such as alumni that have accessed law as a career, and they've delivered mooting sessions and supported students in their applications as well, so there's a really wide variety. The creative industries have grown in popularity recently, and we've had students access courses at UAL, a very competitive university for the arts in London. To tie into the competitive application side of things, we offer our students a range of super curricular activities which support their applications but also add breadth and depth to their studies. So we will run masterclasses, we enter law competitions, there's a finance competition we offer every year just to offer students something slightly different and to give them some content for their personal statements. All students will come to us at a different phase of where they currently are and where they want to go, so we'll support them with bespoke care to get them to where they want to be.
My name is Mr. Witten, and I'm the Director of Enrichment and Co-Curricular at Merchant Taylors Girls' School. All of our girls in years 9, 10 and 11 take a Global Perspectives course. This is an innovative, skills-based course which aims to put academic study into a real-world global context. Through this course, our girls will develop a wide range of valuable skills, including collaboration and cooperation by working with others, and also learning to critically evaluate sources of evidence. Now, Global Perspectives isn't subject-specific. In fact, it aims to strengthen the links between different academic subjects. But what it does is it allows pupils to develop these important skills by exploring real-world, contemporary, and often controversial global topics. For example, girls might look at poverty and inequality or education for all. And what's crucial about these topics is that they have different perspectives. The girls will need to think about these different perspectives, understand the viewpoints of those who may have a different attitude towards them, and come to an overall conclusion. Year 10 girls taking Global Perspectives will produce an individual report, which is, if you like, an extended essay in which they look at a particular topic of global importance. This will enable them to develop key written communication skills while also giving them the chance to undertake independent research into something that's really of interest to them. Girls in Year 11 will be working on a team project. This is a group presentation, again, on a particular global topic that's of interest to them, and undertaking this project will help them to develop important presentation skills as well as gaining the confidence to speak in public. We are one of the very few schools in the Northwest to offer this exciting and challenging opportunity for young people as part of our formal curriculum. In addition to their A-level subjects, all of our lower 6 girls also have timetabled enrichment lessons. Now, many of the girls will be using this time to work on their extended project qualification, the EPQ, which allows them to develop important research and presentation skills, which will be invaluable not only for higher education, but also in their careers. Those girls who opt not to take an EPQ will follow a critical thinking course during the lower 6. This allows them to develop different but equally important skills. For example, weighing up different viewpoints, evaluating different sources of evidence, and reaching their own conclusions about a range of controversial topics. A key feature of the education we offer to the lower 6 girls is the opportunity to develop independence and leadership skills. Now, one way in which we do this is by getting the lower 6 girls to take an active role in leading and running the many clubs and societies that take place across the school week. In addition, our house system provides important leadership and management opportunities for our girls. For example, in our house charity competition, which runs over the whole year, lower 6 girls will be a key part of planning events, managing those events, and directing the girls through all the year groups into supporting various charitable causes. As part of our commitment to offer all girls at Merchant Taylors a unique and distinctive, enriching education, we provide a range of opportunities for lower six girls outside the formal curriculum. A good example of this is the CCF, which is one of the key features of the school's co-curricular program. And many of our girls will benefit from developing leadership and management skills through, in particular, training younger pupils. We also have many opportunities for girls to take part in dramatic productions and a range of musical ensembles ranging from choirs to orchestras. And our more talented musicians have plenty of opportunities to showcase their skills at concerts throughout the year. Many of our pupils also take part in the highly regarded Duke of Edinburgh's award scheme, again gaining a range of skills that will benefit them in many ways in their future lives. Merchant Taylors also has an extensive games program. Pupils have regular opportunities to exercise, to keep fit, to enjoy each other's company, but also to take part in fixtures against a range of local schools. And Merchants prides itself on the standards it's achieved in recent years in competitions in the Northwest.
I'm Major Irwin, and I am the Contingent Commander of Merchant Taylors School's Combined Cadet Force. The Combined Cadet Force is a youth organisation. Pupils from both schools, the girls' school and the boys' school, have the opportunity to join at the start of Year 9. We currently have over 250 cadets, girls and boys, across the two schools. We currently have all three sections of the Armed Forces. We have the Royal Navy section, we have the Army section, and we also have the RAF section. Our boys and girls, our cadets, get a tremendous amount out of being part of the CCF. The idea of joining the CCF is to take pupils out of their comfort zone, to have the opportunity to try things that necessarily they may not have tried in the past. We teach them the basics of what would be a basic military training and a military course. Throughout the year, dependent upon the section you join, we have training days. We give them a 24-hour ration pack, what members of the Armed Forces use to survive on. We give them basically tarpaulin, they're called bashers, ground sheets, and they'll make a basher out of a ground sheet and they sleep out underneath the stars. It's very important to them that when you do your training, it's not all military based. That 60% of your training is what we call adventure training. So you do navigation exercises, you'll do raft building, you'll go on climbing walls. So it's all very much to do with outdoor pursuits, taking you out of your comfort zone and really developing pupils as individuals. It's not a recruiting organisation. It is a youth organisation to give young people opportunities that they would not normally have. You should give CCF a go in Year 9. I love to see a very shy, unconfident pupil joining in Year 9, ending up as a head of section, leading as a very confident, enthusiastic, dedicated sixth former.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Barker and I'm Head of PE at Merchant Taylors Girls' School and also work across Stanfield as well. In the PE lessons here, we offer a range of sports: hockey, netball, tennis, badminton, athletics, rounders, swimming being the main ones. We have a range of facilities. At the girls' school, we have the netball courts where they're netball in the winter and there's 4 courts, and then they turn to tennis in the summer. We've also got the gym that we do mainly gymnastics in there, but is also used for a variety of other sports. And then at the boys' school site, we've got the sports centre, which is a shared facility between all schools, with a sports centre, a dance studio and a fitness suite. And then at Hall Road, we've got a vast amount of space. Mainly all our hockey is done at the Northern Hockey Club, where there's a full AstroTurf there. As part of the extracurricular programme, we offer competitive fixtures at weekends and after school, both in local and national competitions. Sports Day is a big event in the calendar. We normally go to Edge Hill University and use the full athletics track there. Every pupil is expected to participate in something, whether it be novelty races or the more competitive races. Also, we have inter-house competitions throughout the year in all of the major sports. All girls represent their houses in hockey, netball, tennis, athletics and rounders. There's a lot of leadership opportunities here. We have a games captain that helps run the PE department, and then we have captains of sport that help us run all the different sports that are on offer. Sport is a big thing at both the girls' school and at Stanfield, and girls take up a lot of the opportunities that are available to them. Whatever ability, girls are able to access the range of sports that we do offer here. PE and sport carries on in the sixth form, and sixth formers still have a regular PE lesson every week. As well as this, we still offer the extracurricular opportunities for the girls, and they can take part in the fixtures and the matches and training sessions every week. In 2018, we went to Singapore and Australia. These are hockey and netball tours. We get the cultural benefit of going to those countries. So, for example, in South Africa, we're going on a few safaris. In Australia, we learned how to surf. PE also offers opportunity for leadership, teamwork, mental well-being, as well as the physical benefits.
I am Mrs. Gevazzoni, and I am a teacher of music here at Merchant Taylors Girls' School. The music department, we're really all about creativity. We have a really rich and diverse curriculum that we follow here at the girls' school. We explore music from very many different cultures and genres and throughout music history. Music can really help with self-confidence. Obviously, you are out there performing and you're being creative and you're exploring different avenues. At the girls' school, we've got a variety of choirs, orchestra, bands, smaller ensembles, rock groups. Really whatever the girls want, we try and create for them. And you can engage with that as casually or as intensely as you like. So girls can either drop in and just do this for fun, or they can really challenge and stretch themselves. And then of course, a lot of that then goes on to performance. We always try and do as many performances as we can. The performance part also helps them to stand and deliver, to put yourself out there, to be proud of who you are and what you have to say, and to be able to do that in a public setting. In the past, girls have performed in some of the country's major venues, and we tour internationally. So of course, there's the cultural experiences that come with that. There's a lot of team building involved, so these girls become lifelong friends when they experience those sorts of things outside the classroom. We've got a rich history of sending students to study music at some of the top institutions. Last year, we sent a student to Oxford to read music, and somebody who's studying singing at the Royal College of Music. We've also got students now looking to pursue music-related careers in the sciences medicine. So music's really at the forefront of interdisciplinary studies at the moment between the humanities and the sciences. So if you're a science person and you like music too, this is your time. So really, these are the sorts of avenues that we explore at Merchant Taylors. We want to be at the forefront of these new developments. All the staff in the staff room are committed to the development of every individual girl. We're a family, and we're here to make sure that our girls are courageous and inquisitive and kind and gentle, and really people we can send out into the world to make it a better place.
So hello, I'm Miss Gregson-Burt. I'm the head of drama at Merchant Taylors School. Students can take it from year 7 at the moment right up until year 13. There's also a drama provision in the primary school as well. They can get involved in all sorts of different activities, as well as curriculum drama lessons which happen every week. Students can get involved in productions which happen every term, and they're done as joint school productions, so with the boys and girls working together. The most recent one was in the autumn term, where we had Hairspray with a cast of around 110 involved in all sorts of roles on stage and backstage as well, because we do encourage both parts of the subject, the technical side as well as the performance side. The ethos behind drama at the school really is to build the pupils' confidence, but also to take into account that whatever job you go into, whatever working environment you're going to do, you have to present, you have to be confident, you have to be able to speak clearly. We are lucky at this school to have had many professional actors, directors, stage managers come here, and that's something that obviously we want to carry on. We embrace the arts at this school. At the boys' school, we have a group of boys at the moment who every Friday in their afternoon sessions, they are learning the skills behind using a lighting desk, using a sound desk, and when we did Hairspray, they manned the whole show. We do have a lot of professionals within the arts, so we have stage managers who work for the West End who come and work with the students to teach them those techniques. At the girls' school, it's a similar story, and the girls get involved backstage as well, learning those same techniques. So a lot of the girls want to get involved in fashion, and a lot of the times they are building the costumes, making the costumes, designing the costumes that the performers are actually wearing on stage themselves. Extracurricular-wise, there's so many different activities the students can get involved in. I've already talked a bit about the technical side of the subject, but also from a performance point of view, we have LAMDA courses that run at both schools. These allow pupils to learn monologues that they can perform or take it as a duologue. That can take them right up the grades as far as grade 8, and it actually gives them those all-important UCAS points. As well as that, we're quite lucky to work alongside the National Theatre. We're involved in the National Theatre Connections programme. When you join in Year 7, you'll have access to weekly drama lessons. As well as that, you can also take part in drama clubs, which happen throughout the week in school. We've been quite lucky in that we've also get contacted by some production companies. We have links with Netflix, for instance. They came back in the autumn to audition the pupils at the girls' and the boys' school from all ages from Year 7 right to 6th form. And we've been really fortunate that 3 of our children, 1 of the boys and 2 of the girls, have actually been shortlisted, and they're down to the last 16 now. I know some of you might not have done drama at all at your primary schools, or only had really heard about it a little bit and not really been involved, whereas some of you will be born performers. But really, whatever level you are at, it's all about having some fun and having some enjoyment. You get to mix with your friends, like-minded people, and it's all about building that confidence. I would never ask you to do anything drama lessons I wasn't fully willing to do myself, and equally that there's so many different parts to the subject that there really is something to suit everybody and any interests that you might have. So just give it a go and enjoy it.
My name's Lindsay and I'm the school counsellor. I work both Merchant Taylors Boys School, Merchant Taylors Girls School and Stamfield. The students at Merchant Taylors are incredibly fortunate in that their personal well-being is very much at the forefront, and that's in a holistic manner, both academically, socially, mentally and emotionally. We're really lucky here in that students can self-refer. So all they need to do is email me directly at the boys' school or the girls' school, so they have to be senior age to self-refer. The referral process there is either through parents or through staff. So staff might identify children that are perhaps struggling in some way, and that could be self-confidence, it could be self-esteem, it could be that they're feeling a little bit anxious but don't quite know how to communicate that, don't really understand the feelings of what that represents. So they would then have a conversation with me, and a referral would be put in alongside parental consent. It's very person-centred, and what that means is I'm very much alongside whoever it is that I'm working with their best interests at heart. The counselling service here is strictly confidential, and to elaborate on that, I don't talk to tutors, teachers, I don't talk to other pupils, I don't talk to managers. I do have external clinical supervision where I'll talk about caseloads, but otherwise it's strictly between me and the student. The caveat, of course, to that is safeguarding. So if there was a safeguarding concern whereby the student told me that they were at risk of harm or at risk of harming somebody else, then I would, of course, break confidentiality, but otherwise, it's just between me and the person. I feel one of the benefits of counselling, and one of the benefits particularly of Merchant Taylors employing an external person that's not a teacher, specifically just for counselling, is that I have no idea about the students that I'm going to meet and work with. I have no preconceived judgments. I don't see them in a particular way, nor do they see me in a particular way. For them, it's a place to be free. I understand and I recognise how difficult it is to be able to kind of reach out. But my advice would be just send me an email. I'll respond straight away and then we'll meet. That's the hardest part really, is just press and send. But once that's done, generally, whatever the feeling has been diminishes to an extent.
My name's Lisa Connor and I look after the Alumni and Development Office here at school. We have a thriving and very engaged alumni community at Merchant Taylors. When you come to the school, you're not just coming to the school for the 7 or 14 years of your time here, you are part of the Merchant Taylors community for life.
I am an old girl, which means that I am an alumni of the girls' school, and all the girls that come to Merchant Taylors become old girls, belong to the Alumni Association, and it's a really vibrant association. We provide social networking, we provide career opportunities, mentoring, financing opportunities. We support old girls in their endeavours. We've sent some sixth form students to work with NASA and with Model G20 Summit. So it's a really vibrant society, and it means that once you're a Merchants girl, you have that support system for life.
We're incredibly lucky that we've got a really close relationship with our alumni, and they come back in and deliver sessions to students about their careers and the options that they took, and also the pathways that they access to allow them to get to where they are now. As an old girl of the school, it was an absolute privilege to be able to come back and access the same supportive atmosphere, but in my professional career.
We have a close relationship with the Old Boy Network, especially former students who've gone on to play professional sport. We always try and tap into their knowledge where possible, and it's a great experience for the boys to see what the footsteps that they could follow in.
When I go to Old Boys dinners, they have such fond memories of the school. They go into all kinds of walks of life, all the way from business in London, or if they're in America, driving a company. Our boys are all over the globe.
They do a whole range of things, from providing funding to pupils who are doing perhaps special projects or trips abroad, but they also put on a whole range of events through the year.
Our alumni are also very, very keen to mentor our current students, to support them on a one-to-one basis, to allow them to access what they had access to and to show them the routes available.
Old Boys are so keen to give back to the school, to talk about what they've done at university, the early stages of their career, and they want to give advice to the sixth formers, pertinent, relevant advice.
I have very fond memories of my time at school, and I feel that Merchant Taylors prepared me for my adult life and for my teaching career. I'm proud to still be part of the Merchant Taylors family, as a member of staff and as an old boy of the school.
When I came to Merchant, there was a real sense of community, and my parents sent me here because they believed it was the best school that would get the best out of me to help me be the best version of who I could be. And I'm back here teaching because I feel the same way. All the staff in the staff room are committed to the development of every individual. We're a family.
It shows the journey at Merchant Taylors carries on beyond school. It shows that Merchant Taylors community exists for the rest of every pupil's life.
For further information on joining us, please contact our friendly admissions team who will guide you through the process and enable you to start your journey with us.